I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So I guess I'm getting my stuff late as far as notifications and whatnot, right? But anyways, so let me get this straight. So when it came time to trade or talk trades for Kawhi, when they became Spurs and the Lakers, right? The Spurs were saying that they wanted basically two first rounds. They wanted three of the players that's now on the Lakers team, and all types of not like they were trying to get basically the ship, the dock, the workers at the dock. Basically, they wanted the whole entire freaking port, right? For Kawhi. And of course, Magic being Magic, that's not good business. So he was like, nah, forget that. Now I just read that the trade included, well, the Spurs are going to be getting DeRozan, Danny Green, a center, and a first round pick for 2019. And based off that pick, if it's not within the first 20 picks, it carries for next year, 2020, and it becomes two second round picks. So how was that deal able to go down, but you wanted arm, leg, heart, liver, lungs for Kawhi to go to the Lakers? Again, I understand that, they're in that Eastern Conference and, you're not trying to help out with it. I get all that. But again, this trade makes no sense because at the end of the day, Spurs ain't get no better. And Toronto damn sure ain't get no better because you're only renting out Kawhi for a year. 1 year, which means in that year you could have just went one more year with the core that you have that was ranked number one in the East, and basically take your chances that LeBron is gone. You ain't got to worry about the Cavs. Yeah, you might have to worry about the Celtics when Kyrie and Hayward come back, but come on, man. And I'll even put y'all ahead of the Sixers, even though they got Simmons and freaking Embiid. I'm not even worried about them because Embiid's gonna get hurt. It is what it is. Come on, man. That trade makes no sense to me. So you're renting out Kawhi, and you traded away DeRozan, who I would have kept, traded Lowry. You get rid of Danny Green. You get rid of some center. I don't know who the hell this dude is. And then you give up a first round for Kawhi that you're renting out for 1 year. And again, this is coming from a Heat fan. This trade makes no sense when you could have just stayed one more year with what you had, Toronto. You could have stayed one more year with the core you had. You take your chances that LeBron is gone. You basically compete for the Eastern Finals between, most likely it's going to be Boston, because I'm not giving the Sixers a chance to even beat Boston to go to the Eastern Conference Final. And then you take your chances between you guys and Celtics, and hopefully you guys win, and you play whoever is in the West that's coming out of the West. Most likely it's Golden State, but we'll see how that goes. But again, you gave up all that. So I'm still not understanding what was the trade that the Spurs were trying to offer the Lakers, talking about some X, Y. Okay, if that's the case, if Toronto is trying to like rebuild and clear the cap and all this and all that, again, Lowry and DeRozan were basically had the same identical contract, $60 million, I think it was. So if that's the case, don't send your best player and DeRozan. You send them Lowry and whoever else, even though you're running out Kawhi for a year. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it still doesn't make any sense because you didn't get anything out of it. After that year, Kawhi gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. That one player you gave up, Danny Green, you gave up DeRozan, you gave up a center, you gave up a first round 2019 pick that can potentially be two second round picks if it's not a 1 through 20 pick in the 2019 NBA draft. Okay, so right there alone you're stuck because, come on, man. If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna rent out Kawhi for 1 year, you should just stay with the team you got for one more year. And then after that, you take your chances as far as trying to get somebody else. Don't say, oh, you trying to win now. How could you try to win now? Are you like, how are you gonna win now? How? You gave up your best player. How? So the Spurs basically technically, they basically. But do you think that's going to be enough to come out of the East? Let's look at it that way. Do you think it's remember last year they were ranked number one with the core that they had. The only person they could not beat, and I'm not even gonna say it's a team thing. The only person that they couldn't beat was LeBron. LeBron is gone. That means your only focus is beat Celtics and the 76ers. That's it. So why would you dismantle the team for Kawhi that hasn't played in who knows how many games? I mean, yeah, I understand he's a good two-way player. Well, he's one of the best two-way players. But still, you're renting him. That is it. So where would you put Toronto now amongst the Eastern Conference teams? I got Celtics first, 76ers second. I'm gonna have to bump up either the Bucks or Miami, even though Miami they didn't really do much. But I mean, who else is gonna come out the East? It's not gonna be New York. It's not gonna be Chicago. I mean, who else? Washington? The Pacers? Like seriously, who else? You basically just cut your foot right there. Like I don't. It makes no. I mean, and again, I'm a Miami Heat fan. It makes no sense. The Spurs wanted the arm, leg, liver, kidney, and everything from the Lakers because they didn't want to put Kawhi and LeBron together. Okay, you wanted basically 2 first rounds. You wanted the 3 young boys. You wanted a whole entire you wanted everything, but you trade for this? Come on, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. But now they're talking about something. Both of these guys don't even like the fact that they're getting traded because again, Kawhi has just got to deal with the code for 1 year, and DeRozan just got to basically say, okay, you know what? I'm out of Toronto, but I'm with the Spurs. But I mean, it's not like the Spurs are going to be contenders in the West now. Because honestly, I'm giving the Lakers 2 years before they become like a top 3 team out there. No, they Danny Green. They got rid of Danny Green. Danny Green was part of that trade. So it's DeRozan. The Spurs are getting DeRozan, Danny Green, a center, and a first round. So it's technically going to be Laurie, Kawhi, Ibaka. They're dead. They are dead. I don't care how good Kawhi is on offense and defense. He's basically going to be doing what LeBron been doing with the Cavs. He's going to be a one-man working crew. I mean, yeah, he's gonna help out or whatever, but he's technically gonna be the only person that can actually get. Come on, man. Laurie's not even a good guard to me. He's not. And you gave him that contract 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Come on, man. He's not worth that contract. I could, man. Yeah, but okay. Let's say worst case scenario, the Spurs become an 8 seed, right? So who would you put before them this coming year? Let's say this coming year. All right. Now I'm giving it a long shot that the Lakers might make it. I'm giving it a long shot because LeBron is LeBron. So I'm giving it a long shot. Let's say worst case scenario, LeBron make it in, pushes these boys to, let's say, a 7th seed or a 6th seed. Let's say 7th seed, right? Okay. You still have Golden State. You still have the Rockets. You still have OKC. Hopefully they do some shit. Excuse my language. But you still have freaking the Jazz, young. The Nuggets, I don't know yet. I don't know about the Nuggets yet. I don't know about the Nuggets yet. Okay, so right there alone, that's 5 right there. Like, where would you put the Spurs? Listen. Worst case scenario, they make it to the 8th seed, which means they're gonna bounce out the first round. If they play the Jazz, they're getting bounced. If they play the Pelicans, they're getting bounced. Even though the Pelicans lost Rajon, that's what I'm saying. Like who? Like the trade made no sense. It made no sense. Like, come on, man. Come on, like that. You wanted an arm and a leg with the Lakers, and you traded for that. Danny Green, DeRozan, some center, and a first round pick. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, bro. And I'm at work, and I'm like, and I'm over here like, what did they really do the trade? And they did the trade. Why? So Toronto is renting Kawhi, and they're talking about something. This is a win now. This is not a win now with just Kawhi. You still have Laurie. Minnesota. There you go. That's like the black horse right there. Even though Butler is saying he didn't. Well, Butler didn't even sign that. What it was, 4 years, 110, or was it five? Yeah, it was 4 years, 110, or 5 years, 110. He don't even want to be with the Timberwolves. Miami's looking to get him. We still don't know what Carmelo gonna do. So, like you said, it's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose. Like there's no way, like either one of these trades make any sense. Listen, you keep Kawhi at the Spurs. He says he's gonna kind of play or not kind of play. It doesn't fucking matter. Excuse my language again. You just, if he's gonna sit out, you let him sit out. Or you basically say, okay, you know what, Lakers? Even though I don't want to give it this guy, I'll take a first, a center, one of your young guys, and whatever. It's the same. This is the NBA, and they can't. I hope they don't say this is business. This is not business. Yeah, Dallas is in the West, but yeah, but okay. If Dirk, did they re-sign Dirk? If they didn't re-sign Dirk, I'm not even gonna put Dallas in. If they didn't re-sign Dirk, I'm not putting Dallas in. Now, if they re-signed him, then okay. Now you bump up Dallas. They're not beating Dallas. They're not. If DeAndre and you know, Spurs done messed up, man. They done messed up. But the team that really messed up the worst was Toronto. Come on, Toronto, man. Why would you do that? Why would you give up Danny Green? He's not a bad player. DeRozan damn sure ain't no bad player. And a first? Come on, man. I guess I'm going to have to wait till Undisputed come on because I know on a max deal, I don't think so. Because remember, Kawhi he wants to be in LA. Yeah, like he wants to be in LA. That's where the market is at. There's no market in Toronto. Come on now. He wants to be in LA. Whether he plays for the Clippers or the Lakers, it doesn't even matter. He wants to be in LA. That way he get what he's worth. The brand. I get it. You're not getting that brand in freaking Toronto unless Champagne Poppy Drake decides, okay, you know what? I'm going to push for you. But that's not going to happen. Come on. Now, if that was the case, he could have did the same thing for DeRozan. He could have pushed DeRozan because DeRozan is better than Laurie. Okay, yeah, I get that you need a point guard, but I would have got some other point guard. If anything, get a different type of point guard. Come on, man. And now you, oh my God. And these not even my teams. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. The East got superior, like incredibly weak because LeBron left. That was the issue. LeBron left. So if there's no LeBron and that was your only problem for the last 8-9 years, you now have a chance to be in the Eastern Conference Finals to basically play whoever's going to be out there, and you know you basically compete to go to the finals. That was it. You didn't have to break ship. And like I said, most likely it would have been Toronto and the Celtics. Unless the Celtics have like some type of like serious fallout or, you know, they implode or something. Then, okay, I would say the Sixers. And who else? And after them, I would basically put Indiana, maybe Miami. But You basically got rid of the coach, and now you basically implode. Like you chopped up the. Come on, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. But I'll be back later because I got to get back to work, man. But yeah, this trade makes no sense to me at all, and I could care less what the money situation is. You're renting out Kawhi for 1 year, and you think you're gonna basically go to the finals with Kawhi? Oh my god! All right, bro.